Awesome. Welcome to training number 3 of how to have big success in relationships. So today's training is going to be all about pacing and leading, which is going to follow suit with the last video, which is mirroring and matching. So the actual formula is mirroring and matching in pacing and leading. So let's get into pacing and leading. It's going to help you have instant rapport, and it's going to help you become an instant leader in relationships and being able to guide people and influence them to your ideas and help them achieve their goals. Let's get to it. Awesome. So now we're going to be talking about pacing and leading, which is the sister brother of matching and mirroring. So, you watched the last video, you know what matching and mirroring is. If you haven't seen it yet, go back and watch it. Pacing and leading is what comes after matching and mirroring. So, what is pacing? Pacing is matching and mirroring combined. So what you want to do in the first like 5 to 10 minutes of first meeting up with your friend or a new customer or a new prospect is you want to spend the first like few minutes, 5 minutes to first pace the other person. So what you want to do is you want to use your matching and mirroring technique where you're first going to be pacing them. That's matching and mirroring. So you're going to be matching their words, their tone of speech, their gestures, their posture, how they're standing. So you want to be matching and mirroring all these things, which is pacing. And then after a few minutes to 5 to 10 minutes of pacing, what you're going to do is you're going to start leading now. So what you're going to notice, there's a shift. Once you are able to gain rapport with the person you're in front of, and you do that through matching and mirroring, which is pacing, then you'll notice that you can start to lead. So once you gain a rapport with somebody, subconsciously, they're going to start mirroring and matching you, and they're going to start pacing your every move. And that's how you become a leader, through matching and mirroring and pacing. So in order, if you want to lead somebody, leadership is lead ship. Break down those two words. In order to take someone into a lead, like to follow you, and you're becoming the leader, you first have to give. First, you have to match and mirror them. You have to always enter their world first. You always want to seek first to understand, then to be understood. So as long as you're matching and mirroring and pacing, you do this for the first few minutes, 5 minutes, all the way up to 10 minutes, and you notice you're getting in a really deep sense of bond and connection with them. Just watch, when you go to reach for your drink, they're going to reach for their drink too. You're going to notice when you put your hand up like this, they're going to do it at the same time. You're going to notice they're going to start using the same words that you're using. You're going to notice that they're going to start speaking at a faster tone if you're speaking at a faster tone. So this is how you do pacing and leading. So first, you got to pace first, and then you're going to be able to lead. So you're going to be in such a deep bond of relationship and rapport. You know you're in rapport with someone when they start matching and mirroring you back. That's the highest level of neuro-linguistic programming of NLP, and you do that by matching and mirroring, and then pacing and leading. So if you follow this when you're with your friends, your family, your relationships, you will instantly take the role of a leader. First, you match and mirror, then you pace, then you become the leader. Watch, in all your relationships, spend 3 to 5 minutes pacing first, and then watch that you will naturally take the leadership position, and whoever you were engaged in conversation with is going to start to actually follow what you're doing, your gestures. They're going to start mirroring and matching you, because you're in such a deep state of rapport, and subconsciously, we as human beings do this with people that we feel like we know, that we like, that we trust, that we have a deep connection with and a deep bond with. And I notice it all the time whenever I'm in a deep sense of connection with a friend or family member, someone I just met. I spend a little bit of time pacing them, getting to know them, stepping into their world, spend a few minutes doing that. And then I notice once I start leading, once I take the lead, they start copying and taking on my gestures. And then you're able to influence at a very high level using mirroring and matching and pacing and leading. So it's a very powerful technique. Drop it in the comments if you have any questions or what you liked about this. Love to hear it. And so this is very, very powerful. My challenge for you is go ahead and use it on your on your next 10, 20, 30 interactions. Pace for that few minutes, 5 minutes, and then start to lead and watch what happens. Instantly take on the leadership role, instantly influence at a much higher level. Rock and roll, guys. Wonderful. So I hope you got a lot of value and a lot of content from matching and mirroring, pacing and leading. Very powerful techniques when applied thoroughly. So next video is going to be on closing, which is pretty cool. We're going to cover a bunch of different ways of closing and the whole idea of it. If you haven't already and you like my videos and you're getting a lot of value from this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button just above there. That way you're going to get notified of further sales, entrepreneurial, business, and online marketing videos that I have coming out. They're always jam-packed with value. So the next video is going to be on closing. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's go.